Good morning, everybody. So I don't know, but I'm thinking this might be a thing that I do every morning while I'm having coffee. You see, it's coffee time. Pets are people too, everybody. It's in honor of my beagle boy that I used to have, who's etherically with me now. Yeah, so I'm going to try to do these in the morning and just forgive the way I look, because otherwise they just don't get done. My day gets going and I just don't even have a quiet moment to do these videos. So I've not been doing videos because I wanted to, be camera ready. Well, if I'm camera ready, then I don't have a moment to do the video. So hopefully you all can just, put it down or something and don't look, just listen. This is me straight out of bed. So I'm coming to you today to start what I hope will be an ongoing kind of vlog, if you will. Today I am starting my day sort of working on healing the energy of the inability to see opportunity when we are surrounded by adversity. Okay, so sometimes I take a particular topic that's happening in the world, and in my meditation time during that day, I will, work with my team of angels and whatever light beings are assisting, because wow, are there a lot of them right now. I know that may sound flaky to some of you, but trust me, it's not. Very matter of fact, it just is what it is. There are a lot of beings of light assisting us right now. Whatever your faith or beliefs are, they're there, and you can call them what you like. Right? Different religions call them different things, different philosophies. It doesn't matter because they don't really go by labels anyway. That's our deal. Anyway, so where my focus will be today is helping to open up the energy so that people can see the opportunity while we are in the midst of adversity. Universal law. Okay? We hear a lot of crap about universal law out there. There are some very big names in the universal law game that absolutely I feel are teaching falsehoods just to keep you from being empowered. And I won't mention names because I don't want the backlash, but study universal law on your own, like from the origins of it. Hermes was actually the one who brought those teachings forward. It's said that Hermes even taught Abraham from the Bible. It's said he was one of his teachers. So universal law, there's got to be an equal and opposite. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction, right? There's just so much. Universal law is all about balance, right? And the universe doesn't do anything out of balance. We may not see the balance, right? But it's there. Trust me, if you zoom out far enough, you're going to find it, because the universe, that's just how it operates. It's like gravity. It just is, right? So part of what is going on is when there is all this adversity happening, there are always huge bunches of opportunity. If we just stop looking over here at adversity and turn our head and look for the opportunity, wow, are they there? It's just like, never are there more millionaires made than during a massive depression, right? In the depression of the 20s or whatever, there were more millionaires made than ever. So while some people were freaking out and dealing with adversity, some of those people went, hey, yeah, I may not have food today, but if I can just take this $100 that I can find and put it into stocks that I know are going to go back up when this is done, boom, now you've got some new millionaires, right? It's all, which direction do you choose to look in? Which reality do you want to see? Which reality do you want to live in? All of it is real. Yes, there's a lot of adversity. Just turn on the freaking news. They will tell you all about it. And if they can't find any, they'll just make it up for real, just in case you don't know. At this point, they are blatantly just spewing lies, like from every direction too. It doesn't even matter. It's not about any one thing. So just keeping that fear cranked up, trying to make it so you all don't see the opportunities, frankly, because whatever powers that be, anytime, sorry, hopefully you don't pick up the tummy growling on the microphone. I'm doing this before I ate. So, yeah, just identifying where's the fear base coming from, right? So I'm just, as I'm talking, I'm just seeing, like, if you guys can just identify where the fear is coming from, turn away from it. Because if someone or something is working to amp up your fear, right, that's not assisting you or anybody else. It's finding the opportunities, finding the solutions, finding a new and better path. There's so much that you can do, but the powers that be would like you to think that you're powerless over whatever nonsense they happen to be rolling out this week. Okay? So we have a choice. You have a choice. You can say, well, okay, check it out for yourself. During the Depression, there were more millionaires made than ever, right? And I'm not talking necessarily about all money things. I'm just saying, look at how some people handled that, right? What side do you want to be on? Which direction do you want to be heading in? What reality do you want to experience? Because very much like in the ocean, right? There's, at one level, you've got this kind of ocean life. At another level, you've got another kind of ocean life. Go all the way down, you've got those real weird, freaky things with the little lights on their heads. And, right, the ocean life changes as we go down in depth or up in depth. The life forms at each level are living in reality, right? But that doesn't mean that the ocean life at a different level is not living in reality. Okay, so it's very much the same thing for us, except that our levels and our depths are talking about our energetic vibration, our frequency. What frequency do you resonate at? Okay, so some people may think this stuff is flaky, but it's actually not. It's based on science, specifically quantum physics. So when I was, I want to say about 10, I was fascinated with quantum physics. I checked out every book I could find at the library. The librarian thought I was nuts. She didn't believe I was actually reading any of them. And so she'd quiz me. And I'd answer her, and she'd have to look it up because she didn't know the answers. Which, I'm not laughing at her. It was just, I can only imagine being that woman thinking, what is up with this child? I would ride my bicycle to the library, and I would check out every book they'd let me on quantum physics. I'd take them home. I'd start reading them before I even got into the house. I'd sit under the tree in the front yard, and I would start reading my quantum physics books. And I did that throughout most of my, way into my teens. And then in my 20s, I had kids, and things just needed to kind of chill. But by that time, obviously, I got a pretty good grip. So a lot of what is talked about with energy, vibration, frequency, a lot of people just dismiss that because so many of the people that talk about it, so I live in Flagstaff, just outside of Sedona, Arizona. I worked in Sedona for about 10 years. I get it. A lot of people who use those words sound very flaky, but in fact, it's reality, right? So we can choose which vibrational reality we would like to experience, just like that ocean life is living its experience at whatever depth, okay? But we get to decide, do we want to be up closer to the top where the sun kind of gets in the water and it's really pretty and all of that, or do we want to be, down further in kind of the darker waters, the muck, the whatever, right? Hopefully that analogy is helping you guys. So realizing that you have a choice in your reality is really important, because it's our personal responsibility to exhibit what we want to show the world, right? I personally feel like it's my personal responsibility to be the very best version of myself that I can be, so that when I am interacting with other people, I'm helping to pull them up. I'm helping to empower them. I'm helping to give them an opportunity, if they want, to see a new reality. So that's part of what I do. I'm a bit like a lighthouse, right? That's not me saying it's a lot of my clients, a lot of my friends. I am super strong, super solid. I stay as much as possible in my own light. I stand in that light, and I stand strong, and I hold that space for others to see that no matter what storm comes along, that lighthouse is still standing. I don't have to change my vibration just because the situation around me might be changing. Now, there may be a dip, right, where I need to kind of find my way back, but I always find my way back, and my dips are nowhere near other people's dips, frankly. So just remembering that you have a choice. Choose your reality, okay? The only people that are going to think that you're not living in reality are, take those life forms at the way down deep of the ocean. If you were to tell them, no, I'm going to like leap and play in the water, and I'm going to be outside in the air as I leap out and come back down, and I'm free, and it's light and airy, and they're going to look at you and go, you are dreaming. What the hell is wrong with you? Right? You can't do that. It's dark. We don't leap out. What air? What are you talking about, air? Right? Because those fish don't even know there is air there, right? So just thinking of life like the different levels of the ocean might be very helpful, because those fish on the bottom levels are going to be like, you're a dreamer. That's never going to happen. You need to live in reality. And the dolphins are up there jumping and playing, and the flying fish, if you haven't seen flying fish, look them up. They're hysterical. The whales are leaping and playing, right? But those fish down on that bottom or in those deeper levels don't even know that exists. And unfortunately, a lot of the people that we live here on this planet are the same way. They're stuck in whatever level they're stuck in, and they're going to think if you're not living there that you're not facing reality. And that's their problem, not yours, in the most literal sense, okay? That's not just you saying, well, that's their problem, not mine. No, that's the reality they're choosing, not your business, right? And this is not a judgment. If that's where they choose to be, fine. But remember that you don't have to stay there with them if you don't choose to, okay? So I've gone on a bit longer than I expected, but the almost caffeinated ramblings of Terry right here. Have a great day, everybody. I love you bunches. Bye.